Alright, what's up YouTube? Got another one today. So this one is going to be on semen retention, the 30 to 60 day benefits that you'll receive. So I made a video already how most men can't go 30 days, right? And I made another video about how semen retention will make you a 1% man. So if you're at this point and you've gone 30 days, you've gone further than 99% of men will ever go in their life. I got another video where I talked about my friend who had gone 30 to 40 days. This was the first time in his life he had ever done it. He was exposed to porn as a child, all through puberty, teenage years, and adult years. He's 29 years old now. He had never gone 30 days without an ejaculation. I was the same way until I was 23, 24. Somewhere in there, I went my first 30 days without ejaculating. But that had been about 10 years since I had done that. So, congratulations. First of all, you're in the 1% of men when it comes to sexual control and sexual chastity. And with our current society being so over-sexualized, we need that. Yeah, so that's one thing we're starting to see is men got extremely sexual and they started sexualizing the women like crazy. And now the women are so sexual that men are taking a step back in general. Men in general are taking a step back from it, and they're trying to sexualize themselves less. The point is as men, we're leaders. Women are going to follow us whether we want them to or not. It's just what they do. You know, you don't, you've always seen the girl who would like ride a dirt bike and shoot a gun. You've seen that for like, 50 years, but you never really saw the men acting like women. That wasn't really a thing. It's a new modern thing, whatever. But in general, that's not what you saw. So the women are going to follow the men, and that's what they've done. We said we wanted sluts, all the women became sluts. Now we say we want wives, all the women are going to shift, right? But it's up to us to start the shift. We have to begin the shift to move it into the culture. So congratulations on doing that. Now, you'll have a multitude of benefits in the first 30 days, and everything is going to seem new to you. You're like a child of life again. Now, after the first 30 days, everything starts to become normal. This is the main benefit, is that all the benefits and everything that is different starts to become your new normal. Now, when this happens, this is what everyone calls the flatline, right? It's not a flatline. Your benefits have not just grown and grown and grown, and then they've gone like this. Your benefits are still there. You're just used to them. They're becoming integrated into you, and you're actually beginning to embody them, which is the basis of what belief is embodiment, right? It's not what you say, it's what you do and who you are and how you act. That's how we know what you believe. So you're moving into that state where you're beginning to embody this person with more energy, more mental clarity, more physical stamina, whatever else it is. You're smarter, stronger, sharper, better skin, better hair, better eyes. All this stuff, all these benefits are now your new normal, and you're actually who God intended you to be. You are closer to the man that God intended you to be this way. Before, you were very far away. And so this seems foreign to you, but it's not. It's actually normal. You've actually just become normal. That's all it is, right? So now that you've become normal, you're in your new normal. So everything, all the new shiny stuff is kind of worn off, and you're here where you are. And this is where dudes tend to talk about the flatline. They start getting sad and they relapse. And they fail because they're too worried about the benefits instead of just worrying about being a new person and understanding that now that I'm this new person, this is becoming a part of my personality. Now it's time for me to grow. You just came out your shell, bro. Now it's time for you to go eat some food and grow. So what you need to do now that all the benefits from the first 30 days have come in. So these are things like the physical stamina, mental acuity, emotional regulation, increased energy, increased self-awareness, better skin, better hair, bigger muscles, more fat loss, deeper voice, more confidence. There's a plethora of benefits. All this stuff comes in, right? Now that you've gone 30 days, you are an upgraded character. You've gone through trials, you've gone through tribulations, you've made sacrifices. You are an upgraded character, a 2.0 version of yourself. So if you get complacent, you will relapse. And this will be the most that you'll grow, is you'll kind of just go to who you're normally supposed to be, who God intended you to be. You won't really be exceptional, right? So you've done this, and this is where men are saying they hit the flat line and they relapse because they get bored. Now that you've become this new person and it's starting to be integrated into who you are, you have to go out into the world and push and create something new. Do something different. Now you have the confidence and the courage within yourself to know that this isn't a hoax and that you are this great person. Go ahead and apply for a new job. Go ahead and talk to a different girl. If you got a girlfriend and she's been giving you a hard time, just go ahead and break up with her. Find someone different. Make a move. Make a change. Do something different. Switch something up in your life to keep you going and keep you moving, right? And that's the benefit of this in the 30 to 60 days, is you have the courage to do something like that. And your intuition has increased like crazy. In this 30 to 60 day time frame, you go from having more intuition to trusting your intuition more. You start to listen to that shit. And sometimes you don't want to, but you know you have to. You have to listen to it. Right? So all of your negative emotions like fear, worry, guilt, and shame, the volume has been turned way down or muted. That's why you have this courage to go and do these things. So now that you have the courage to go do these things, you and God together in some way, shape, or form are going to make it happen, because you actually feel like you're worthy of it now. You actually feel like you might deserve something good to happen to you and something good in your life. So good things will start happening. So this is where, I don't get too deep off into the manifestation thing. I'm more of a Jesus Christ guy myself. But the manifestation stuff, it's not untrue stuff. People just kind of dig into the weeds too much. But you will be able to manifest things better, because when you say something or you think something, you have the belief, which is what Jesus talked about. You have the belief behind it that it can happen. So you will take action to make it happen and make it become a reality. So this isn't the typical manifestation where you can just kick back with your feet up and be like, ooh, I'm rich now. That's not the point of it. This is where you can say, I want a girlfriend, and you'll go out and talk to the girl, and you'll be able to get the girl, and people will look at you and be like, damn, you said you were going to do it. And you're like, yes, I did. Yes, I did say I was going to do it. And you didn't manifest it. You just became a man. And so you took action. You became a man of action, and you made something happen, right? You realize that if I say something, I have to do it. This is my honor. I'm a man. I can't say that I'm going to go get a girl and not go and talk to her. That's crazy. Now people are going to look at me and they're not going to trust me, right? So you have things like this going on, and you're able to take this action now. So in the 30 to 60 days, I want you to imagine that there is a boy inside of you and there is a man inside of you. And the boy needs to be killed by the man. So this is a coming of age thing. And in America, in modern society, we don't have a coming of age ritual. So ancient cultures always had a coming of age ritual. The men would take these boys right around puberty, 13, 14 years old, they're getting into puberty. They would take these boys and they would take them to hunt. You're coming with us now to go hunt. You always watched us leave and come back. Now you're gonna come with us to hunt. So they take them out of the village, out of the safety. They can't go when they're afraid. They can't run to their mother and get a hug and comfort. They're in harsher conditions because they're out of the village. They have to work more to possibly build a shelter. They have to carry weapons. They have fear. They have to build fires. They have to do all this stuff. They have to learn how to survive. And finally, in the big crescendo of the thing, you have to kill an animal. You have to look at an animal and look at something that you've always seen and just seen a piece about it, and you have to take its life. This thing is relatively innocent. Morally, as a human, this thing is innocent. But you gotta kill it anyway to survive. This is the killing of the boy. This is an innocent animal, and you have to kill it to feed yourself and feed everyone else. And it's a little bit traumatizing to you to do it. And it kills that boy inside of you. So that's why they would do this. We don't have this in modern day America. You don't have any coming of age ritual. So semen retention is something that can step into this because you've enjoyed the pleasure, you've enjoyed the satisfaction, you've enjoyed the comfort. Now it's time for you to separate yourself from that and understand that in this life, you do not get sexual pleasure all the time. That's not a real thing. That's not real life. That's why we've got all these young men that are still boys, because they're constantly getting sexually stimulated all the time. So they never grow up. They never realize, man, sometimes you're just mad. Sometimes you want to bust a nut, but you can't. You just don't get to. Bro, there's a war going on outside. You want to jack off? What the fuck? You can't. You can't. And this is when you start to realize this stuff, that every day there is a war going on and you're jerking off. And you start to realize, I can't do that, because you're becoming a man and you're like, I can't waste the time or the mental energy on this foolish pleasure. So in this 30 to 60 days, you're going to notice times where you're feeling a little restless, you're feeling a little weird, you're feeling conflicted. This is the conflict, is you got the boy who's uncomfortable and you got the man who wants to kill the boy inside of you. So go ahead and let the boy get uncomfortable. Put the boy into uncomfortable situations and let the man kill him. Just support the process. Let it happen. It'll kill that flatline a little bit quicker too. 30 to 60 days, you're gonna notice that everything, your emotional balance, your mental acuity, your increased muscle mass, your increased fat loss, your better skin, your better hair, your deeper voice, your glowing eyes, your more confidence, and your better posture. So there's 10 benefits just off the top of my head that comes from semen retention. All these things are going to be integrated into who you are. That is the number one main benefit of 30 to 60 days, is that you actually have a transformation into becoming a new person, and you have a new personality. A new personality creates a new personal reality, right? So at 30 days, you can start seeing more of life and understanding that things in front of you, your dreams and stuff, are graspable. They're not something way out in space that you can't get and it's some star that you're trying to fly to. No, dude, it's a fucking bug in the air that you need to swat. You realize it's right in front of you and all you have to do is take action. So everything that you have learned and has been benefited is going to integrate into who you are so you can become a new person. Take this and use it. If you do not use it, you will lose it. If you've been lazy the last 30 days, you can't continue to be lazy. You've got to do stuff or you're going to relapse. If you do not keep yourself occupied and busy and moving towards a goal or moving towards something new, it's over for you. Kiss it goodbye, because you're gonna hit this flat line. You're gonna not see the benefits so much every single day. Everything's gonna seem normal, and you're not gonna be so happy and elated because you're coming out of a shit state. That's gonna go away, and you're gonna have to settle down. Now it's time to put rubber to the road. So there you go, fellas. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Like this video if you found any value, and comment anything that you think or any different video ideas you have for me. Other than that, thank you for being here.